Welcome back to another episode of Top Comment. This week's episode is about Rock Out.
Brought to you by... Hey Bart, check out what I could do with my JK shirt.
Oh, snaps! Where did you go?
Joe, right here!
Oh, crazy, I thought you left.
Try it!
The JK shirt makes you invisible?
Oh yeah.
Do you see me?
Nope.
Oh, crazy. What about now?
Whoa!
Yeah.
He's right there. Get your shirt at JustKiddingFilms.bigcartel.com. Invisibility not included. Invisible! Back! Invisible! Back! Invisible! Back! Invisible! Back! Magic. And we're back.
David Brankovic says, well, to all the haters out there, you won't like all the videos, might not be your type of humor, but still, it doesn't mean you should be making hate comments. Sometimes they make things you like and sometimes they don't. Simply don't rage if you don't get what you like. There are other people here to enjoy stuff they post, so just leave instead of hating on them. JKF photo win, son. It's pretty cool how positive this guy is. That's one of the things that I've always wondered is like, when you see a video you don't like or any content you don't like, why do you feel compelled to leave hate? Because for me, if I see a video I don't like, I just close it.
That's true, I don't leave comments.
If I try like an ice cream at the store and I eat it and it doesn't taste good, I don't go, this shit sucks.
Where's your manager?
So bad. Oh my god, no one ever eat this shit. Who the fuck? Like I just, oh, I don't like it. I just throw it in the trash can. Like I don't let it consume my life.
What really makes me confused is people who claim to be our fans and watch our stuff on a weekly basis. Every week we have a lot of people who hate. In every video, there's someone that goes, long time fan here, but I think the other video was better than this video. Every single video there's someone that says that. And it makes me wonder, like, when you're a fan of someone's artwork, you're not gonna like 100% of anything that they do. When have you bought an album and every single song on that album is like the best shit in the world, right? I can't name one.
When we make these videos, every single one of them is our baby. Like we really spend time to write and shoot all of them, and all of them are babies to us, but to you guys, because you guys are the ones consuming them, sometimes you'll like one over the other. But it's really hard for us to be like, yo, we like this one more than that one, because at that time that's what felt right. At that time it was inspired by a certain thing. I guess with David's point of view, it's pretty cool that he sees that and he's just like, you know what, sometimes you don't feel it, sometimes you really like it. Constructive criticism is cool, but when it's just straight up hate, I think that's what David's talking about. That's when you're like, why do you have to like let that consume your life?
I don't think people know what real constructive criticism is. Our fans are a lot of Asian kids, right? And they don't get constructive criticism. Majority of them get negative reinforcement from their parents. So I don't think they know what constructive criticism is. A lot of them.
Growing up, it's like your dad's version of telling you he loves you is, motherfucker, get my newspaper. And then you're like, I always get the newspaper. I know, I just use excuse to talk to you. I love you, bye.
When I see these comments, a lot of the times it just reminds me of like Asian parents, you know, like, it's not good enough. You guys didn't spend enough time on it. You guys gotta work harder. You guys work too much, take a break. You guys this too much, that. Is like, fuck, what the fuck? But for every 10 of those, if I see just one of like these comments, I'm like, you know what? There's still hope out there. We got great fans.
This guy's white, that's why. He didn't have Asian parents. He grew up in that positive environment where it's like all about love. And
I'm sure we got positive Asian fans too.
that's true, for sure.
I'm sure.
Xriptic HD. Okay, I'm a bit lost. I feel this wasn't one of your best vids simply because it felt like it was a bad joke with no end in sight. But all in all, I'm still a loyal fan and I'll be here next week. Keep the vids coming. Oh, that's pretty cool. Another
non-Asian guy with the negative thing to say, but he backs it up with something
I'm
positive.
loyal.
I'm loyal.
I'm
wow.
gonna be here next week to watch another video. I think this guy's a black guy. Yeah, he is.
But if you got a stereotype who's doing comments, black folks are like the best at giving support while telling you the truth.
That's true.
They could hit you hard and they could tell you the truth. They don't sugarcoat shit, but they usually make me feel good while telling me the truth. When I get an Asian fan, it's usually, you fucking suck. Where's my free fucking shirt? Your videos next week better be better.
Why is it? That's interesting. And the Latinos are just all love. They don't give a fuck.
Latinos. Everything was funny every week.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that shit was fucking funny, eh?
This shit was funnier than that shit, but that shit was still funny. Like I was fucking laughing both times, but one time was laugh for more.
I measured it on the laughter scale.
Rihanna Navy. Top comment, the standard of JK Films is falling every video that you guys make. Oh no. The skits are boring and unoriginal, not even funny anymore. You should introduce the uncles or Asian parents again. It's pretty funny how like
You're unoriginal. Bring back the uncles.
Yeah. It's like the reason why we made this, like we were trying a new direction where we're like just writing different ways. Doing an 80s hairband is something we've never done before. Playing on something that we commonly see, like guitars being smashed, is something that we've never done before. So we're trying to be as original as possible. I'm sorry it didn't make you laugh or you didn't like it that much, but bringing the uncles or Asian parents back is the most unoriginal thing we can do, I feel like.
Well, for our channel, it's unoriginal because we've done it
like
a lot.
10, 20 times, yeah.
I bet you this is an Asian fan.
Tassos Cozies, top comment. How much did the instruments cost and were they fully functional? I feel like until you destroyed them, I feel like this is like another Asian. You know how Asians are always worried about cost? You're like, dude, I just had the best dumplings in my life and hands down, dude, like.
Instead of asking, did it taste good first, they go, how much was it?
Well, how much did that cost though? Dude, I went on vacation to France and it was awesome. Well, how much did it cost though?
How much was it?
How much?
I just had the bomb sex ever. How much did it cost though? I could have got it in LA for $5.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper. To answer this guy's question, they were broken and they were donated by our lovely, great fans. And actually, the keyboard, if you guys watch Just Kidding Party, the behind the scenes, you would know all this stuff.
You would know the answers to all these questions. Shame on you.
Yeah, because the keyboard, I donated my keyboard that was given to me by my father when I was like 12. And I said, you know what? The keyboard from the fan was a lot better. And I switched it out. Because I was so jamming funny. And I was like, oh my god, I was so tight. And I just kept it.
This was passed down to me from generation to generation to generation. But now I like this one!
If you guys are all hurt by the instruments, I should be the most hurt.
Because the one you destroyed has sentimental value.
It's not just an instrument. It was an instrument that my dad gave me, but I was willing to give it up.
But the other one has better sounds.
Exactly.
Desiree Ng, top comment. Guys, I was so disappointed. I love your stuff a lot, but what the heck is this? I get it, you want to show everyone the irony of rockers who break stuff during their concerts and have to play an encore. That doesn't mean make a whole 3-minute video of smashing and screaming. I sat straight faced throughout the whole thing. Sorry guys, this definitely is the worst video I've ever seen from JKF. Hope the good stuff rolls in next week. Sorry Desiree. I'm very moved that even though this was like shitty, she sat through the whole thing.
I know.
To like wait for that glimmer of hope that maybe her straight face would be like, huh. But it never happened, I'm sorry.
It stayed like this for 3 minutes.
And then it was the art card.
I know. She must have been disappointed. I waited a week for that shit.
Sorry. We tried our best. We had fun and we tried to make something funny, but I guess this one didn't cut it. So next time we'll just bring the uncles back and do more Asian parents. Alex Alvarez, give them a break. You're not going to like all the skits they put out, but if you're a true fan, you'll be, notice Alvarez, you'll be happy they put a skit out. I give them a ton of credit for all the work they've done over the past few years. Putting out a skit every Sunday is hard, but they still manage to do it. Good work, JK.
Why has it been flagged as spam? Did a lot of people hate on what he said and they flagged it?
It's probably like the Asians that are so negative. They're like, who the fuck is this positive ass motherfucker?
Who the fuck is this positive motherfucker? You know what? There's people that agree though. There's 34 likes.
Damn, Asians, dude. Y'all gotta be more happy. That's what all that karaoke is about. You guys can't be having karaoke and critiquing the fuck out of each other. You guys are supposed to have fun. Question. The issue is not being hard on them. It's the fact that their creativity is slipping and it seems like it's every other video. If you're a true fan, you'd let them know. In a constructive way, of course. It's not to discourage them, but to let them get better.
He's probably not happy with the new direction we're taking and he misses what he signed up for. It's kind of like when you're into an artist and then they start changing their music tastes and they start pumping out different types of albums and you're like, they weren't as good as they used to be. Cause that's true, like that's how I feel about like Metallica, that's how I feel about like a lot of other artists. And as artists grow, some people stick with them and some people just, you know, they don't vibe with them anymore.
And I'm sorry that you feel like our creativity is slipping, but we're actually trying a lot more different ways to be more creative and try to find different inspirations to write. And maybe it's not coming through, or maybe the new technique we're trying to use isn't as polished enough, but we'll keep that in mind, that we'll try to be more creative. Jack Wynn, stop complaining.
Asian guy.
Yes.
Asian guy.
The first, we didn't finish reading the whole comment yet.
All right.
But the first positive Asian guy. Jack Wynn, stop complaining. Don't like it? Tell them what you don't like rather than bashing on them. You guys are a bunch of pussies. Really? Just because they put out a video you don't like, you guys go apeshit and demand that they make a better skit? At the end of the day, this is all free. They're making free videos for your entertainment. I feel so bad for JKF. Their fan base is just a bunch of pussy shits. You either enjoy it or you don't. Simple as that. No need to bash them.
Wow. You know what? He makes up for all the Asians.
This guy is awesome. I could understand if you pay like $50.
Yeah, that makes you should be mad
for a movie or something, or even for a boxing match, and they just end up hugging each other the whole time. Yeah, you're gonna get pissed. But this is like going to Costco and you take a sample, like the fuck is this motherfucker? That shit was free, yo.
Thank you, Jack Nguyen.
There's hope for Asians.
There is, dude. Positive Asians. I don't think everyone that criticizes us is negative. I just think the way that they go about it is negative. I mean, there's ways to criticize people without being like, dude, this fucking sucks. It's like if your parents smacks you in the face and says, be smarter, you're not gonna be smarter the next day.
I'm Money 16. They had to get this right the first time, LOL.
You damn right. It was one take for each person.
Every person was like, all right, you ready? All right, ready? Okay. Action! Oh, no, okay, stop. Let's rehearse it one more time. And every take we would rehearse like 5 times, just because if you look closely in the video and just look at AJ's face.
His face was...
Every time a new instrument broke, you see him like, he's half acting and the other half is like, oh God, what the hell is gonna happen?
Like when I was doing the chainsaw part, everyone was like this.
Yeah, because what you don't see is like the camera's facing us, but on the other side is the whole crew. So there's probably like 10 people that are just on production, and I was so scared like wood splinters or the keyboard is gonna fly out and hit people in the face.
Well, we gotta look like we're having a great time.
Rokuro KN. As a musician, that was quite painful.
We're both musicians, by the way.
Our director's a musician too.
We're all musicians.
And I think it was one of the funnest things AJ's a musician. I think this was one of the funnest things that all of us as a musician can experience.
I'm pretty sure you're not any more musicianary than AJ is. What do you call that? You're not, you can't be more musicianer. You guys gotta remember, the instruments that we got were broken. They were instruments that nobody wanted anymore, and they were probably gonna get thrown away.
I mean, do you guys watch like Fast and Furious? And then when like a skyline blows up, you're like, the rest of the movie just like, that skyline. I wonder if like, do these kids like, do they watch movies and TV through another set of eyes?
They blow up cars and planes and all that stuff, and I never hear anyone going, that was so wasteful, guys. Do you think like guitars and cars and everything that they make is completely fake? But a lot of the times they're sponsored by car companies and stuff, and they're like, BMW's like, here's a car, freaking crash it, do whatever you want with it. We just want it in your movie. Thanks for watching this week's top comment. For those of you who liked Rock Out, thumbs up. For those of you who didn't, middle finger. But thanks for coming by and keep watching our videos.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
We keep trying our best.
We're just setting it up, making them look like glamour, what's that, the glam rock era, back in like, I guess, the 80s, and like the guys would wear makeup and stuff, and bandanas.
Like, I'm gonna stick it up my butthole and walk around the house naked. I don't have nothing on me.
Just like stick it over cooch.
Yeah, like that's true. I don't think you're gonna get much
500 on the cooch and 2,500 on the asshole.